Hello everyone. Today we are going to see another question on lead code, and that is Coco eating bananas. So first we'll read the question. Coco loves to eat bananas. There are n piles of bananas. The ith pile has piles of I bananas. The guards have gone and will come back in h hours. Coco can decide her bananas per hour eating speed of k. Each hour she chooses some pile of bananas and eats k bananas from that pile. If the pile has less than k bananas, she eats all of them instead and won't eat any more bananas during this hour. This is important line. Coco likes to eat slowly but still wants to finish eating all the bananas before the guards come back. We have to return the minimum integer k such that she can eat all the bananas within h hours. So I think we can see what the question is trying to say with the help of an example. In this example, we are given a piles array and a variable h, that is the number of hours the guards will be gone, or the number of hours that Coco actually has to eat those bananas. Okay, why I chose these two examples, because these two examples are pretty intuitive. You can get the intuition of the question through these two examples. In this example, you can see we have 5 elements in this piles array, and you can see that h equals to 5 and output is 30. So we can check this output, is this right or not. So 30. So first element 30 bananas. So she can eat 30 bananas in the first hour. True. 11 bananas in the second hour. True. 23 bananas in the third hour. True. 4 and 20. So no issue. 5 hours, 5 sets of bananas. Done. Now see this case. In this case, h is equals to 6. And if you see closely, the output is having value 23. That is nothing but the second most biggest element of this piles array. So why is this so? You can see here that for eating these 30 bananas she would need 2 hours, because output is 23 and she can eat just 23 bananas in the first hour, and she would have to eat the 7 bananas in the second hour. So 2 hours here, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 2 plus 4, that is 6, and that is why this is okay. So if you ask me what I am going to do in this question, what would be the concept that we would be using? So we would be using binary search approach. If you don't know about binary search approach, then don't worry. I am going to add the link in the description box. Binary search में हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि हमको एक एरे दे रखी है. सपोज एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं बाइनरी सर्च का. एक एरे दे रखी है, उस एरे के अंदर हमको एक एलिमेंट सर्च करना है. तो उसको सर्च करने के लिए एक तरीका तो ये होगा कि हम लोग 0 से लेके सारे इंडेक्स तक देखते जाए, बट we are wasting a lot of iterations over there, right? So what we do instead is that we keep on dividing this array into 2 halves unless and until we get to that particular element. Like in this case, we first broke this big array into 2 arrays, and we have the left portion and we have the right portion, and then we will see whether the element is in the left portion or is in the right portion. If it is in the right portion, in this case we want to find 56, and that is in the right portion of this array. So we are going to exclude the left part and we will move on to the right part. Okay, and we would be doing this unless and until we get this number. So that is the concept of binary search approach. Now what we are going to do in this question, in this question I'm going to use a set of variables, and L, M and R. L is for left, M is for middle and R is for right, that I would be using for binary search operation. I'm going to use a total variable that will come later. How am I going to find M? I'm going to find M by finding L plus R divided by 2. That is a pretty self-explanatory part, and this is something that should be of your interest, and that is p plus m minus 1 by m. What I am doing here is that p is nothing but I am traversing that piles array, and I am taking each and every element of that piles array. So this is one particular element of piles array. So p plus m minus 1 by m is doing nothing but what the math.ceil function does in Java. If you don't know about math.ceil function, then math.ceil returns the double value that is greater than or equal to the argument and is equal to the nearest mathematical integer. It is some sort of rounding off. Okay, so for that purpose I could have also used math.ceil function, but here I am using p plus m minus 1 by m. Both of them work nearly same. Okay, so what is the thing that I am thinking in this question? I am going to add p plus m minus 1 by m in total variable for all the elements of piles array, and then I'm going to have my if condition. I told you when we have binary search, we have a condition whether this is greater than left or whether this is greater than right. We should find it in the left portion or we should find it in the right portion. So this if else condition is going to guide us through that only. And if you see here, we have if total is greater than h is the number of hours that the guards would not be there near the bananas, right? So she can eat those bananas at that time. So if this condition holds true, then I'm going to have L equals to m plus 1, else I'm going to have my R equals to m. These two are conditions, nothing but first stands for we need to proceed in the left portion of left half portion of that array, and this R equals to m signifies that we need to proceed in the right portion. Okay, so this is how this is going to work. Also, I have taken the printouts of m and total variables for you, so that you can have a better understanding of what the question is. ये जो आपको देख रहे हैं numbers, इनमें पहला number जो है, this is the m and the second number is going to be total. Okay, so for every iteration I have stored these numbers. So let's see how it goes. So first of all, I am having m equals to 5000. Actually, why this? Because there is a constraint in the question that the maximum value of piles can be equal to 10 to the power 9. That is why I used 1 plus 10 to the power 9 by 2, and that is why we have this result over here. So this is going to be just same by 2, then by 2, then by 2, then by 2, and this 4 is going to be same because we are moving to the left portion, continuously moving to the left portion of the array, right? So we will move on to this left portion of the array towards this point until we get 15 as the value of m, and the value of total is going to be 4. Now happens something interesting. What we have now is that now the value of m is going to be 8. Okay, and as we have the value 8, we will be having the value of total equals to 5, because you might observe that p plus m minus 1 thing that is going to have a lot of changes in itself. And actually we are seeing this for this piles example where we have piles equals to 3, 6, 7, 11 and h equals to 8. So when the value of m equals to 8, then we will have the value of total equals to 5. You can see this from this example. It is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, and then for the next iteration we are going to have 8 by 2 4, and the value of total is going to be 8. That's not something of your concern. Okay, then we move on, 4 becomes 2 and 8 becomes 15. Now if you observe, this if condition is going to work. You can see that total, that is 15, that is greater than 8, and that is why we will have some changes over here. So this is the first time that we are moving to the right portion of the array. Okay, we have an array, like what I'm trying to say is that we have an array, and in this array we are completely doing choosing this part or this part. So for the initial part of this question we were choosing this part, but now for the first time we are going to choose this part in the question. And then we have a condition in the while loop for exiting the binary search, that is L should be greater than R. So that condition holds false in this case, and that is why the value of m is 3. But this if condition would work, and that is why the value of L is going to be m plus 1, that is 4. So we are going to output 4 in this case. Okay, so now let's move on to the code. We have discussed a lot about what we are going to do in the code portion, but mainly in the code portion we are going to use a while loop which will be having condition L should be less than R, and we are going to find m equals to L plus R by 2, and we will initialize total to 0. Also, I will start L equals to 1 and R equals to 10 to the power 9, the lowermost and the highermost values of piles variable, piles array element, and then I'm going to use, I'm sorry, the system.out.println, I'm just commenting it out. I used it for demonstration purpose. I'm going to use a for each loop over here, and in the for each loop I'm going to traverse each and every element of this piles array, and I'm going to add this math.ceil function or whatever this is doing. I'm going to add this result in the total variable, and then I'm going to have a if condition. If total is greater than h, then I'm going to move in the right portion, that is I'm going to change my L. Okay, and if this condition is not true, or the else portion, then I'm going to change my right variable to m, or we will move on to the left portion of that array. And at last, if this while loop ends, we are going to return L. So this was all about this question. Thank you.